This is so wild. Have you ever considered the choice of God? That God made a personal decision one day to create this universe. Genesis 1:1 tells us, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. We know scientifically that the universe expanded from a singularity in the distant past, and that it came from what appears to be nothing physical. So we either have nothing in a time of never creating the universe, or we have an eternal and powerful being creating the universe. Psalm 90 verse 2 tells us, before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the whole world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. God is eternal. Psalm 102 tells us, for you are the same, and your years will have no end. So we know that God is this eternal being that is unchanging. He has no years. He doesn't have a past or a future. He just is. He's a self-existent, eternal being. But so is Jesus. John 1:1 tells us, in the beginning was the Word, meaning Jesus, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So Jesus too is an eternal being. Isaiah 90 verse 6 tells us, for unto us a child is born, a son is given, and the government will rest upon his shoulder. His name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God. Jesus is God too. Everlasting Father. He's also an everlasting Father to us as humans, and Prince of Peace. So now you have to imagine that there's a time where Jesus, not time, outside of time, but there's an existence where Jesus and God are having a conversation, I imagine, and they decide to create. I imagine God wants to give Jesus a gift, and Jesus requests to have children, and he decides to create this universe, this world, and people in it. And Jesus himself wants to give human beings free will, and he also makes the decision and the choice to be the one who ultimately will save us, who died for us, who gives us this choice to be with him in blessing for all eternity, or to also choose not to be with him, and he will ultimately respect that for all eternity. God made the decision to create. Jesus made the decision to create us because he loves us, and he wanted us, he desires us, and he himself said, I will die for their sins. I will be the one to save them. This is incredible when you think about it. This is the heart of Jesus and God.